The death of a Point Fortin resident in a Petrotrin storage tank has the Oilfield Workers Trade Union outraged. Sympathizing with the man's family, the union says it believes all is not being done to secure the facility from the public for their own safety and for the company's protection. The OWTU calls for drastic and immediate action, as Marie-Therese Bernard tells us in this report.
Field Workers Trade Union is condemning Petrotrin for the death of a resident Curtis Pear of Captiville, Point Fortin, who died on Saturday in one of the company's oil vats at their Point Ligure tank farm. Petrotrin over the weekend sent out a release commiserating with Pear's family, but the president of the OWTU, Ansel Roger, thinks this is not enough.
That resident of Point Fortin died in troubling and vexing circumstances that were preventable. And so if the company had done what it's supposed to have done in law and in terms of procedure, in terms of safety and security for its operation, that citizen would have been alive today.
Mr. Roger says his union has made numerous complaints about security and feels if their words had been heeded, Mr. Pear would be alive today. He says something has to be done about the security arrangements at the company.
We are saying that the security arrangements at the billion-dollar operation, that is the tank farm in Point Fortin, is lax. Anybody can walk in. You don't have proper monitoring. You don't have a proper level of sentry and patrol to monitor your operation. But at the same time, the same security department and its chief would place in the workers' quarters all over where workers gather security cameras, both audio and visual monitoring.
The union is calling for the removal of the security chief, saying he's not suited for the post. It's also querying why more prompt and urgent action has not yet taken place.
We call for an in-depth and comprehensive inquiry into the breach of security arrangements that would have led to the death of Curtis Pear on Saturday. That Curtis Pear ought not to be dead today. He could have been alive had Petrotrin put in place the correct security arrangements. That's the first thing we want to say. And while that investigation takes place, we call for the removal of Cleve Richards, the head of security of the petroleum company.
Mr. Roger is asking the board, the Minister of Energy and the Cabinet to look closely into the matter, saying that the security of the company's assets is paramount not only to prevent an incendiary disaster, but to keep others from being killed because of lax security arrangements. Marie-Therese Bernard, C News.
While Petrotrin says it has commenced a review of security arrangements across its operations following the incident over the weekend at the company's tank farm in Point Fortin. Some of the security measures currently in place at the tank farm include a 12-foot security fence with razor wire at the top for added security, signage indicating that the facility is for authorized personnel only, a solid brick wall at the northern side of the public cemetery in addition to the tank farm's firewall panels, plus routine surveillance and patrol by security officers. Petrotrin says a review of these security measures is currently underway.